Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to get a girlfriend the real way. Because most guys think that they need money, they need to be 6 feet tall, they need to be super good looking, and that's all bullshit. Because women don't fall for perfection. They fall for power, confidence, and the number one thing I'm going to show you in this video. Most guys talk about dating, but I've lived it. I've dated models, I've traveled the world, and built a life where women chase me. So when I give you advice, it's coming from experience, not theory. So let's get right into it. The first thing that you'll see is the perfect time. Now, the step number one to this is to stop waiting to be ready. The lie is you work on yourself for years and then date. And the truth is, women are attracted to the man who moves even before he's finished. And you could be broke, you could be average, not at your peak, but if you lead with certainty, you are going to win. So the idea of the perfect time is simply not true. You don't need this. You don't need this. This is verified. And you don't need to hit the gym, okay? You don't need any of these things to get women. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bonus to women, okay? These things only add on to your key attraction. But at the end of the day, if you have money, but you don't have the main thing that I'm going to teach you here, then you are going to lose the girl. She's still going to cheat on you. She's still going to leave you. Even if you're taller than most guys, she is still going to leave you for the guy who is shorter if you do not have this thing. So you have to understand at the end of the day, there are other things that women find attractive. And the idea that you need to make money, you need to be verified, you need to have clout and all these other things, guys think because girls are dating these guys that that's the reason why. But the reality is the women date these types of guys who have these things because of what it gets them. Why does she like the guy who's famous? It's not because of the amount of followers he has. It's because other women want him. It's because of the social proof. So there's other ways to get around these things without actually having to be famous. There's ways to get the results of having money without actually having to have a bunch of money. Now, am I saying you shouldn't chase to be having a bunch of money and chase having status and followers and being in shape? Absolutely not. You should absolutely aim to do those things because it is a bonus, but you don't need it to get women, because those are all limiting beliefs, thinking that I need to get this in order to get the girls. I need to get the Lambo in order to get the girls. No. I got girls before I got the Lambo. I got girls before I got famous. I got girls before I got 100,000 followers on Instagram. So you understand that you don't need those things to get girls. Listen, if this one tip is helping you out, imagine having my step-by-step framework on how I did it. That's what's coming soon. And if anyone tells you you need these things, they're probably just trying to sell you on a course on why you need to get rich, why you need to have this, why you need to have that, right? The other thing that you need to have is motion. Why? Because girlfriends won't just fucking appear on your couch. And the things that do get you girls are going to be the main 3 funnels that I teach inside of my programs. This is a funnel. And each of the funnel processes, there's 3 things. There's dating apps. There's actually meeting girls IRL. Fucking trying to draw this bitch. She's kind of a big bitch. Girls IRL. And then lastly, social circles. Boom. Now, these are the 3 funnels on how you get leads into your life. And when I mean by leads, I mean girls who notice you. So that means dating apps, that means social media, that means fucking Instagram, boom. That means talking to girls in person. You are not going to be sitting on your fucking bed. Oh shit, drew that shit fucked up. You're not going to be laying in your bed, jerking off, and then a girl's going to bust in through the fucking door and jump on top of you. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So, you understand, you need to go outside, you need to do things that get you eyeballs. And that doesn't mean you be making stupid videos on Instagram. That means you need to be putting yourself out there. That means you need to be talking to people. That means you need to be talking to girls. That means you need to be putting yourself in social circles with more people, such as parties and events where you can network, okay? Also, you need to build out a profile that is going to attract women. You need to have the right photos, okay? And these are all things that I teach because all these things get you more eyeballs. This is what gets you more people and women looking at you. You cannot have a girl in your life if she's not looking at you. If you're invisible to women, it is not going to help. If you are not going out there and meeting women, it is not going to help. So, just like in sales, the more doors you knock on, the more sales you're more likely to get. It's a numbers game at the end of the day, guys. And you guys think because I have dated supermodels, I've dated super hot girls, and I've dated girls with millions of followers that I just got lucky that I met them. You know how many girls I got rejected by before I meet the types of girls that are actually into me? It's a lot. This is every other guy who's good with girls. You still get rejected. The only reason why I have more girls than you is because I got rejected more than you. You need to go out more and exist more in the real world. Or if you do just stay at home, optimize your dating profiles. I can guarantee if you guys send me pictures on Instagram of your guys' dating profiles, they're all shit. Your photos are all shit. You guys all look like scammers. And I'll give you guys a perfect example. If you guys see some anon account message, are you going to trust it? Versus you see someone who has a very clean and professional account message, you're probably going to listen and trust them a lot more than some scammer from India. So this is how it works. This is part of your brand and this is who you are, and you need to go out there. And you need to have fucking motion. It is a numbers game. You need to go to the cafe, you need to go to the bars, you need to go to the gyms, you need to go to malls. You need to go out and exist in the real world and go talk to women. What equals attraction? It's not looks. It's not your money. It's not your status. It is one word. That is the most important thing about this video. And it starts with an F. Frame. The most important thing that leads to attraction is frame, especially more than ever. There are so many guys that women are paying attention to in terms of guys on social media who have a bunch of followers and a bunch of money, right? Because women are chasing the top 3% of guys. Most women, guys. So all the girls at the bottom of this pyramid, all the girls here, they're dating guys here. All the girls are dating the top percentage of guys, the 3%. These girls all down here are dating the top 3% of men, and that's why 97% of men, they're not having sex consistently. Most men are virgins, guys. If you guys look at the stats, I think it's over 60% of men are virgins. Most guys are not having sex. I say 97% of men are virgin because if you look at the stats, it's like one guy is having sex every couple of years or some crazy shit. Like he has like 4 partners his entire lifespan. That's ridiculous. Meanwhile, girls, on the other hand, are sleeping with all the guys at the top. So, girls are having more sex than guys. All that means is it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. What this means is more girls are having sex than guys, obviously, but with who? It can't be a 1-to-1 ratio, otherwise then it would be 50-50. Guys and girls have the same body count. What's happening is most of the girls are sleeping with a very small select group of guys. You can get mad at this fact, or what's even better is you become the top 3% of guys at the fucking top of the mountain. Because I'm telling you guys right now, being at the top of the mountain is amazing. You want to know why? Because the skill set to get there and the amount of results that you get, because this is what you're getting. All the hoes down here. You're getting all the money as well. And all the guys in the middle can't even fucking compete. So you guys can get mad about being in this level, or you can actually do what I say in this video, because anyone can do it and get to the top. And that's where you want to be. Part of frame is in a woman's test. Okay, women are constantly testing 24/7. And women are testing to see if I can control him. If she can control him, she is gone. Because now he is predictable, he is boring, and she can no longer trust that he can be strong enough not to listen to her. Because here's the truth, guys. If you fall weak to a woman who weighs 106 pounds, how the fuck is she gonna trust you? You guys need to think about this purely logically as what it is. If you listen to a girl and you are scared of a girl, or you're fearful of losing a girl who's just only 106 pounds, she can't fight your ass. She can't beat your ass up. And there's millions of other versions just like her, okay? All these girls who go to college, they all look like copy and paste of each other. But if you're so afraid of losing her, there's a reason why she loses attraction for you, because she knows she's only a 106-pound little girl. She knows she's like every other girl. And she knows she should not be put on a pedestal, and that's why she loses respect for guys who can be controlled by her. Because here's another thing. How can she trust you as a man if you fall victim to her manipulation? She now knows if he can get manipulated by me, he can get manipulated by another woman. How is that great for her safety? It's not, okay? So women are survivalists. They care about their safety. You have to understand this. So what is frame? It's not only your posture, it's your eye contact. It's the way that you speak and the way you hold eye contact is way more important than how sharp your jawline is. And nice guys fail because they seek permission. Meanwhile, leaders and alpha males don't give a fuck what those other people think. This is why women find the assholes more attractive than the nice guys. It's not because he's an asshole who went to prison. It's because he has more dominant alpha male qualities and attractive qualities than the nice guy. And so basically she's put in between the guy who's in fucking prison or the guy who's fucking constantly buying her shit, like doing everything for her. Now, am I saying you need to be the guy that's extremely dominant and dangerous? For example, like Tyler Durden from Fight Club? No, you don't need to be blowing up buildings and doing crazy shit and fighting people 24/7. However, there are attractive qualities about this man that she likes, that she is drawn to, that she cannot control. That's why she would rather choose him than the nice, weak beta male simp. You figure out and pinpoint all the things that make him attractive, which I'll talk about in this video, and extract those things and add them into your life and who you are. Most guys have a hard time setting boundaries, but every single time you set a boundary with the woman and you tell her no, you become more attractive, more than ever. Yes, I want you guys to even test this out. If you guys have a female friend, I want you guys to tell her to post something on her story saying, who can buy me an ice cream? The amount of guys that are going to be blowing up this girl's phone, the amount of notifications, it's going to be fucking plus 1,000 or plus 10,000 notifications from horny dudes saying, I'll buy you the ice cream. But who is she going to notice? Is she going to notice the majority, or is she going to notice the 1%, 3% that say this keyword? No, bitch. I'm not going to buy you shit. No, I don't care. Those are the guys she notices. That's why she's attracted to those guys. So it's not about chasing. It's not about doing things for her. It's about doing what most guys aren't doing. And most guys are not setting boundaries. Most guys are not telling girls no. Why? Because they're afraid of women. Because they're scared of women. Because they're so fucking desperate and horny for women. That's why most men are not getting laid. It's only the top percentage of men who are getting so much pussy, who are getting way too much pussy, who are getting more. When I see guys texting girls, text, but never do the key thing, setting the date. You guys need to understand that you can't be stuck texting paragraphs. You need to text to set logistics. What does that mean? When you're texting a girl, there are 3 things you need to figure out. Calendar. So let's say it's fucking September 18th. The calendar, which is her schedule. Let's draw a little fucking map, I guess. Marks the spot. This is your crib. Boom. Her location of where she's at. The phone and texting is for sending or asking about logistics. How far is she from you? What time is she available? What's her schedule like? These are things that you do on the texting. And then you call her up. Even if you meet her off Instagram or you meet her on dating apps, you always go to the number, okay? Most important. And then that leads to a phone call. So you call her up, and then that leads to setting the date in person. So here's you, here's the fucking table, and most guys are retarded, so they're gonna sit across from the girl, and then from the date, it leads to Minecraft bedroom Olympics. Boom. The key thing about the phone is do not get so caught up in texting. You need to schedule a time to call her, and then on the call, you schedule a time to see her in person, and then you see her in person, you guys hang out, have fun, and hook up. That's all you need to focus on as a man. What you need to be doing is partly building attraction, flirting with her, teasing her, as well as building a little bit of familiarity. So here's our way to build familiarity as well as do something logistical. Like what we said on the map, you need to find out how close she is to you. So when she says, I'm in this area, boom, you got logistics done. You build familiarity, like, oh yeah, I've been there a few times. You know, some friends invite me out to X place or X restaurant near your place. You're like, oh my God, I've heard that place. I know that place. Boom, you just built familiarity by asking her a question and you set logistic. Free bonus advice. Lastly, you need to understand feminine versus masculine energy, because most guys, when they're around women, they enter into their feminine energy, right? They do all this right, and then they get on the date, they start having sex with a girl, and then they shift from this, which is their masculine energy, over into their feminine energy. And an example of this is when the guy starts to care about relationships. When the guy starts to care about, does she like him back? When the guy starts to care about, is she talking to other dudes? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. No, she doesn't like you back as much as you like her, if you're asking that question. Yes, she's probably talking to other dudes, and she's not thinking about getting a relationship as much as you are. So you guys need to understand, there's no such thing as 50-50. This is not how power works. Look at any system in the government, in relationships, and in any dynamics. There is always someone chasing or liking the other person more than the other. And if you are the guy who is liking the girl, thinking about the girl, or questioning about the girl more than the girl is thinking about you and questioning you, you are going to lose. Your goal as the man is to get her to think about you. Okay, draw a little dress, because this is a girl. The biggest mistake that guys make is they're so caught up on how they feel, but you need to understand this key thing. Women don't care about how you feel towards them. Think about all the times where you got rejected in the past. Think about all the times where girls dumped you or cheated on you. Did she care about your feelings? Fuck no. What did she care about in the moment? Her feelings. She cares about how she feels. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you like her. Only thing that matters is how much she likes you and how much she's thinking about you. This is where most guys fuck up. And this is what leads into you getting dumped, you getting ghosted, and her telling you, I'd rather just be friends. Because you start to shift from this to this. Because feminine energy is about nurturing, caring, and relationships. Because women care about these things because it's for their survival. They care about their offspring. They care about finding the right mate to protect them and their children in the future. That's what feminine energy is all about. Nurturing, caring, and love, and relationships. I know exactly when a guy is shifting into his feminine when he starts asking the girl, what are we? When are we going to become boyfriend and girlfriend? Are you talking to other guys? The only reason why he's asking those things is because he's starting to worry about her. The more you care about her, the less she's going to want to care about you. These are questions you want her asking you. Are you talking to other girls? Are you seeing anyone else? Are you, right? Do you like me, right? When a girl starts asking these questions, she's in her feminine. Great. Now, a lot of guys, they fail the shit tests because the girl asks it in a way where she sounds angry. But you have to understand, when women sound angry, are they actually angry or are they just testing you? Because everything in life is either a test or a celebration. And so if she's not celebrating you, aka having sex with you and making out with and loving all over you, then she's testing you. And most guys fail this shit test when women ask them these things and they get worried and they start thinking, oh fuck, oh maybe I do need to tell her that I want to get a relationship. Maybe I do need to tell her that she's the only girl I'm talking to. You do those things, she loses attraction. The actual right answer is when a girl asks you these things is, I always have room for one more. I'm open to the idea of it, right? If it's the right girl. But you're never really sold. That's going back to frame. Is you're just living in your world, you're living in your bubble, and she has to do everything to get into that. That is having a strong frame. That is about being masculine as a man, is making her, not forcing her, but doing everything right to the point where she is just chasing this. And this is the real formula to not only meet girls, because I gave you guys a perfect, but then also what's going to get those women that you meet from that funnel, from in-person dates, to actually falling in love and wanting to get in a relationship with you. If what I'm saying makes sense to you, wait until you see what I've been building behind the scenes. Everyone inside of my exclusive Telegram group will hear about it first, and the link is in the bio.